I did, Greg. First of all, let me start with this. The New York Post had an article today talking about the Capitol Police were not prepared. And then I had a discussion earlier today with a French reporter for I-24 News, and she had spoken to a Capitol Police officer early this morning about 5 a.m., and this is what she found out.
So yesterday it was like pretty late at night or pretty early morning, like 5 a.m. I guess, or 5:30, and I was talking with this cop, and we were just like talking about everything, and I asked him, like, most of the people actually have the feeling that police didn't do enough to stop the protesters or didn't do anything, and he was like, yeah, I can actually understand why they say that when I see the pictures. And himself, he was kind of angry at like his superior, because he told me that on Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. he and his like co-workers were told to go home, which he was very surprised about, because of course Trump had not started his speech. We knew that there was going to be some huge protest on the Capitol that may or might turn violent, so he was extremely surprised. But he went home, and then he saw that the situation turned bad, and he said that he wasn't called back into work, that he did come because he felt like he had to, but that no one called him back. So yeah, so he was very surprised about that they were not like requested to be at work when such a big event was going to happen.
So you heard it, Greg. He was told, the Capitol Police officer told to go home with some of his co-workers at 10 a.m. when they knew there was a rally going on the mall, down at the Ellipse, and they knew people could be coming to the Capitol. And then he was not called back into work when this whole thing unfolded, and he came back on his own. So, I mean, that says a lot right there.
All right, thanks. Mike, we'll come back to you here in a moment in the hour. I want to make some clarifications on some things. As it was happening, we began to look at the footage, our own live footage and things that were being posted on social media. The guy I call Medicine Man, and Governor Palin, I know you posted some tweets and some pictures of this, and a couple of guys, you'll never forget this footage. I want to show you some footage with the guy with the horns on his head. I've called him Medicine Man. They breached the Capitol. If you can roll that B-roll. Here's some B-roll of this guy. He was in Arizona, and this is him at Arizona. He is one of those paid protesters that travels around. We found out who he is and what he stands for. He's been at Antifa rallies. He's been at other rallies, and that's off of his own social media. Then there was another guy that we saw that we began to look at, and he's got a long beard. If you can put that picture of him up, he's standing next to the guy I call Medicine Man in a yellow shirt. We saw him in part of the group there when the breach happened, when they broke out a window. And these guys were all posting pictures. Not all of these guys are Trump people. Now, we zoomed in on his hand. He has a tattoo or a drawing on his hand there. That's his hand on the left side of the screen. And at first, when I reported it yesterday, I said, to me, it appears to be a hammer and sickle, which would be a communist Russia or China symbol. We found out later it's not. It's a tattoo of what's on the right. Now, what that symbol is, which I thought was a hammer and sickle, and I'm retracting that now, is actually the symbol of a video game. And the video game is called Dishonored. It's a game about overthrowing a government. And the players in the game have that symbol on their left hand. He had that symbol on his left hand as well.